Hey there, BZ people. How are you all doing today? Good, me too. I'm doing great. Thank you for coming and joining me for episode 16 of our Pokemon Showdown series, the first episode in the RU tier. An important update. I want to try and join one of these battles for this episode, and I found out that apparently Hypno can't use Baton Pass. I don't know if the move itself has been banned or if it's just not usable with Wish, but Pokemon Showdown won't let me use that with him. So instead, now he has Toxic. So we do have someone with a statusy move. If you like this change, leave a like down below. If you dislike it and you don't like the fact that Pokemon Showdown wouldn't let me do this new strategy, leave a dislike down below. I'll know that it's not me. It's the system that you'll be disliking. Don't forget to leave your votes for who you want from this tier and all the other tiers for our all-star team. Without any further ado, though, I'm going to go ahead and find us an opponent. I've been waiting a while to see how this team will do. So, without any further ado, we have our opponent who is bringing their own milk tank. A Hariyama, a Malamar, a Golurk, a Kelkleon, and a Sandshrew. Let's see. My opponent has two ground types, a Psychic, and I'm really wishing I had a Bug type move right around now. We do have the Dazzling Gleam on Miss Magius, so that's an option. That Kelkleon will either have Protean or color change. I'm thinking I want to lead with my Milk Tank and get Stealth Rocks. And my opponent leads with Kelkleon. I'm going to put up Stealth Rocks and see what he wants to do. He wants to knock off my Rocky Helmet. Not exactly a big fan of that. It does have the Protean, so I'm going to go ahead and Milk Drink and see what else this thing wants to do. It's a fighting type, so I'm going to go into Miss Magius. Did you? Yes, I'm going to go into Miss Magius and see if it goes for another Drain Punch. It does. I'm going to go for the Dazzling Gleam. Or what do I think it would go for? Is it going to stay in? Is it going to switch out? I'm going Dazzling Gleam. No matter what it switches into, it's going to hurt. Oh, it stays in, and it goes for knockoff, I bet. There's the knockoff, and there goes the Miss Magius, which, I'm not going to lie, is very disappointing. I had hoped to use that a bit more. But the good news is... Do we have good news? We need some good news. Let's go into Cinders. Yeah, Cinders. And we will Flare Blitz. Yes, Flare Blitz. This Kelkleon, which clearly it's switching out into this Golurk, which I think we're going to be faster than. It's going to be close, so I'm going to go for a Bite. We're faster, it's super effective, and there goes the Golurk. Now my opponent has brought in a Sandshrew. What's Sandshrew's speed? Sandshrew has 196. I'm going to Roar. Oh, that was a good move. A Guts Hariyama. Well, that is extremely terrifying. Can't burn you. Or, I mean, can't toxic you. Battletoad doesn't really have anything for you. We are in a bad position. Let's go to Flare Blitz. Do we need this guy for anything? Not particularly, so we're just going to Flare Blitz with Cinders. Hope that it can do some damage, maybe. Okay, yes, we're going to go down here, so Hariyama is going to be... I think our best bet here is to go into Creeper. I very much doubt this Hariyama is going to stay in. I'm going to protect anyway. Oh, he stays in. He goes for the knockoff. We're protected, and that burn takes him out. So we're down 2 Mons each. That Kelkleon, he's going to go for his knockoff, which means we're going to lose our leftovers. I think... Let's follow play. Obviously, he's a physical Mon. We went first, and down he goes. So we're up 1 Mon. Doesn't exactly mean much since he has his Malamar yet, which is most likely contrary superpower, so I'll be boosting its stats. The Milk Tank comes out right away. I want to Toxic this thing. And it wants to Thunder Wave me. Fortunately, we still have our Milk Tank with Heal Bell. I guess let's go for a foul play. I think we're in a winning position here potentially because eventually that Toxic is going to rack up. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to protect this turn. That Milk Tank is being pretty clever. But actually it's given us more to work with this foul play. I'm going to go for the Wish because I'm expecting this thing to switch out here. Or maybe it'll just heal itself. Pretty sure we're in a position where we will... Is he going to Body Slam? I would protect. I can't be guessing that it's just going to sit there and Milk Drink. Not Milk Drink necessarily, but it is going to be boosting its stats. So it lost 30% this turn. I'm going for foul play. I think that Milk Tank's going to regret that. And down it goes to the Toxic. So I think we have a very real chance of winning this. I'm expecting a Dark type move, probably Knockoff coming our way. I'm going to Toxic. Substitute. That is scary. That is very scary. And we lost our Dazzling Gleam, which is very scary. So Creeper went down, but he took down a couple guys. I kind of wish we still had Cinders. Battletoad, can you break this substitute for us? Waterfall's neutral. So that Malamar is going to be able to sub up again. And he's probably going to do that right now. Yep, there's a sub. If we can keep this up, we can get him to a point where he has to attack us. So he is losing HP every time he does that. He is gaining it back from the leftover, so I'm expecting him just to... That must be an Eviolite Sandshrew. Use Rapid Spin. I really just want to get my Milk Tank in here. So I'm going to switch in Milk Tank. I'm going to set up Stealth Rocks to hurt that Malamar when it switches in. That did 18%. I guess I'll Milk Drink first. Oh, well, that's a problem. That's That's really a problem there. I'll set up my stealth rocks. It's going to substitute. I need to get my Battletoad in safely. He's going to get 2 attacks off my Battletoad. I have to stay in and I have to body slam. Which it does enough to get rid of its substitute, which is good for us. That, however, is bad for us. Let's go for a body slam because we know that does more than 25% of its HP. I'm expecting a substitute here. Or do we outspeed, actually? We may have actually outsped. I don't believe that to be correct, but let's see what this comes out to. So yeah, after these next batches in the RU tier, we're going to be doing a Pokemon Yellow Nuzlocke, which I'm excited to do. A Pokemon Randomizer Nuzlocke in Pokemon Yellow. All the Pokemon are going to be random. The Pokemon I start with, the Pokemon that my partner starts with, the Pokemon I see on the routes. Oh, it's going to be so exciting. You never know what you're going to run into. All the Pokemon my other opponents, the other trainers are going to have are going to be random. I'm going to have the gym still themed, so we might have, instead of Brock having rock types, he might have all dragons. So you might have an all Dragonite team. You might have all water types. You could have bug types. It's going to be really exciting, that randomized part. Oh, is our opponent going to DC on us? Or is it just thinking through its options? But yes, and the items are all going to be randomized. I think I'll take this opportunity, since I have a few seconds here, to explain the rules of the Nuzlocke again. First rule, all Pokemon you catch have to be nicknamed. That's the most important one, really. If you break that, I don't know if you can continue on. I'm kidding. Second rule, you only can get the first encounter you come across on each route. Gift Pokemon are excluded, but if I come across, say, a Caterpie in Route 1 and I don't catch it, or even if I do catch it and then I come across a Kingler later, I can't catch it. It breaks the first rule. The next rule is if your Pokemon faints, it's considered dead and no longer can be used. Yeah, we won our first match. So those are the basic rules of a Nuzlocke. I'll explain some special rules later once I do the first episode, and you guys will understand as we go along. But we won our first match in the RU tier. I am excited. This isn't the RU tier, this is the NU tier. If I've been saying RU this whole time, it's NU. This is the NU tier. And we won our first match in it. If you're excited, leave a like down below. We'll see if we can keep this going. I think we have something really good here with this team. Everyone did their part really well, except for Miss Magius, who just died. I just want you to remember, BZ people, insert clever phrase here.